A couple of chickens escaped while I was moving the pen. So I decided I'm going to let them free range for a bit. Hopefully they go back in there at night time. Jack thought it was quite exciting and desperately wants to go and say hello. He hasn't barked at them yet. And the boys have got their trampoline back. So yes. But today's exercise is getting that aquaponics set up. The girls just having a bit of a scratch around. It does give me a chance to check their claws and see how they're going. They seem to be much improved, so that's really good. But I'll let them scratch around a bit. Anyway, got to give them some food and water. Anyway. Good grief, the chickens are going nuts. Anyway, back to the aquaponics. So I got myself a container to put the power board in. Gotta figure out how to open the thing. It can't be too complicated. Oh, there we go. So it's got a place for the cords to come out and everything there. They're not all back in there, Jonathan. Kids and animals. Anyway, so I need to work out how this is going to work. May not work quite as... Oh. No, I really have no idea. Oh, there we go. Yes, so this pops up. Anyway, I've got myself a new pump because all the old pumps that were at the farm were all busted. I'm also going to put in an aeration stone in this because I'm going to put in some floating rafts to cover that water to stop it from evaporating as much, as well as to hold in the heat. But yeah, so I'm going to have 2 power cords out here. So and I've got some more clay balls to be able to put on the top. Okay, so after much frustration trying to get the white fittings off those pumps and failing, I ended up going to Bunnings and picking up another fitting for that pump, and now I have that pump working. Now I am planning on setting up the floating raft in here. I haven't quite worked out how I'm going to do that yet, but look at all that lovely water. I'm going to see if I can twist that around so it's underneath there. I'll be back in a second. Nice. Now I'm going to actually see if I can get one of the floating raft holes. I'm going to try and get that pump through one of the holes, and probably this one too. Yeah, that's my plan. So let's see if I can do that, huh? Okay, so I now have that all set up. I'm going to need to adjust things a fair bit over time, but the floating raft, I'm planning on, I've got some little net pots that, hang on, I'll get them. So, these are the little pots, and my plan, or what the hydroponics guy said I could do, was pull some clay balls in there, and stick that in there, and then I can just stick the seed in there, and hopefully they'll grow. So I'll probably end up doing some strawberries in there, probably some lettuce, but that's the plan with the floating raft. I've actually got 2 of these. Yep, that's perfect. And we've got a heap of plants to put in there, and I've got enough clay balls there to bring over another grow bed, so I can set another one up. A little bit more. So the water's just going to wick up that.
This is enough?
Yep. There. And I've got it sitting there so that the pipes are actually going to hold it in place. Now hopefully when that siphon starts...
They're easy to get out.
Yeah. Hopefully that siphon will start. It may not be quite at the right speed, so I might need to adjust the amount of water going into the bed. I'll find out soon. It depends on how that goes starting, and it's going to be different when the solar pump's actually going as well. which I'll have to find a different spot to put it because I can't keep having all of these cords and leads all over the ground. It's a bit of a disaster area. Maybe a little bit too much, a little bit less. So we did get some plants to put in here. Yep, that's good. But I'm thinking it might be getting a little bit late to do it now. Maybe a few more. Yeah, I don't think there's quite enough water going in there for that to start properly. Maybe. Sometimes it takes a little while for the automatic siphon to start.
What's the siphon?
But the bell siphon is the thing that makes the water all drain out quickly.
This one?
Yeah. Oh, no, that's part of the siphon.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that. So I put an extra bag of clay balls in there and got a nice allergic reaction for my trouble. So one thing I don't like is I do tend to get allergic reactions to things. Yep, that's about right. So I've got like 120 odd pots, I think. I think that'll start soon. Yeah, so yep, that's good. So I might actually put a couple of plants in there. Give that a chance to start. But I'm really happy with the amount of aeration that's happening from there. Yeah, that's good. But I will still put the air stones in there. But I need to get some aeration pipes first. I meant to get it while I was at Bunnings and I forgot again. Anyway, so I've got a heap of plants to put in here. There we go. The automatic siphon's started now.
And I have done 9 pots.
9 pots.
I know because it's in 3x3 formation.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now I did actually get some silver beet or chard and some spinach. I could probably...
I don't think I should do anymore because I'm starting to get a little really itchy.
Can probably separate some of these. I think I'm too adventurous trying to do that all tonight.
Can I have this petal?
It doesn't look like a normal calendula flower. I don't know. So I've got a few different things in here, but I need to rinse off the roots to get all the soil off before I put it in the beds. And some of these I'll be putting into my dying pots. Oh, I'm a terrible gardener.
They taste like calendula.
Okay.
Actually, I think they taste better.
Oh, maybe not quite that small a log. Oh, yeah, that'll do. We got a fire pit.
And Matthew's making a fire. Use his survival skills.
So you've got some dill.
What do you mean my flint is steel?
You've got matches?
I've got a lighter inside. But you can use either if you want. I've got some parsley. So lots of spinach, lettuce. But I'll have to rinse out the roots first. So I think I'm going to do this tomorrow. I think it's starting to get a bit late. So I might pause this video for now. Really, really pleased with how well that's working.
And I'm also really pleased about the trampoline.
Ah yes, we've only just gotten the trampoline over here as well. So Jonathan and his support worker actually fixed up the legs because they were all rusting, and they cleaned it off and painted it up with some kill rust stuff. So did a really good job, really pleased with that. The chickens are doing well, looks like the scale mites all cleared up. Really pleased I've got this sorted. And now I just got to work out getting another grow bed over here, which shouldn't be a big drama at all. Actually, it should be really simple. It should be really super simple actually to bring another grow bed over. I might even bring 2 over because I may set one up with a floating raft in it, because I got 2 floating rafts. That fits so nicely in that. So yes. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow morning to plant up some plants. Okay, so after much arguing and fighting with that pump, it's all working. And I've spent most of the afternoon trying to do a few other things that need to get done. Anyway, I finally get in to get some planting done. So basically, the first thing you need to do is you carefully grab your plants out, and it's really, you've got to try and get all the soil off the roots, because you don't really want to put soil into your gravel grow beds. There is soil around those flowers because it was just too root bound, but that's basically what you do. And then you kind of protect those roots as much as you can and stick them down into the clay balls, and then theoretically that'll happily grow up a little trellis. So then I'll get another one. So these ones are, what are these? These are butter beans. So I'll probably put some into soil. So you don't have to be terribly, what's the word? Precious with them. And most of that is because they're actually going to have water and nutrients to their soils pretty much the entire time. Well, they have air as well because the water goes up and down, so it's constantly filling. Sorry, my dreadful camera work. I'm not hugely a fan of beans myself, but the boys love them, so we plant them. So that's the beans, and I've got some strawberries here, but I think I might stick them. That's not going to be a one-handed job, I don't think. I might, oh dear. Such a gentle way of dealing with my plants, I know. I'm not the gentlest gardener. So I'm getting as much soil off there as I can. Of course, now I've got boys arguing. Jonathan, no. Matthew's trying to be responsible and Jonathan's trying to do something interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to get one of these little net pot thingies. I think I might use the big one actually. I'll put a few balls down the bottom. Honestly, I probably could have gotten away with all balls in that one, given how much root there is. And I'll put that in there like that.
That's how you do the...
Okay. And pop that in there.
Now we've got some strawberries.
Unfortunately, it's going to take a long time for them to actually be ready to produce any fruit. But having them in the actual system, and I'm not 100% certain how well they're going to go in the floating raft system. Oh, geez. So I've got two different types of strawberries here.
Mom, look, this one's burnt.
Yeah, that's okay. The boys are trying to
make a fire.
They're trying to make a fire.
Which Matthew's not letting me help at all.
It's because you're too little and you're not listening to him. You want Matthew to let you help, you need to listen when he tells you stuff. You're not listening, bud. No, it's a safety issue. You need to listen. If you want to help, you need to listen. So yes, I got a little fire pit. I don't think this one's going to have a small enough root ball to go into a net pot. I think I'll stick it into the aquaponics.
Isn't that also the aquaponics?
Well, yes, it is, but it's the floating raft. Oh my goodness, I should have moved these clay ball bags. That's what I'm tripping over. It's my own doing. I'm just going to put that in there. It's got dirt all over it. Okay, well that's about it. I'm gonna sign off for now. Okay, well, I've got a fair few things planted, and I got a few plants there. I've still got heaps more to go. I'm going to bring another grow bed over, but I'm taking there's usually like 3 or 4 seedlings with the spinach. Same with the chard and the lettuce. So I'm separating those out into individual pots and sticking them in the raft, and hopefully get them a little bit bigger before I actually plant them out. So got some parsley in, got some beans, some peas, a tomato, some basil seeds scattered around it, strawberry, dill, and a calendula. So that's my progress today. But I've run out of light. I was hoping to go and get another grow bed tomorrow, but I have to take my laptop to Salisbury to get it fixed tomorrow, so that's probably going to put a skywash on that idea, which is a bit frustrating, but it happens. I have discovered that life rarely goes to plan, and if it doesn't go to plan, then we change the plan. We be flexible with our planning. So obviously I don't have any fish in the system at the moment to start the cycling happening, so I'm currently putting a dash of sea salt, which is just a liquid seaweed solution, in there at the moment. So that's what I'm using at the moment to feed the plants and the bacteria. So that's my current plan. So yeah, anyway, I hope you found that interesting. Jack's found something interesting over there. I'm not quite sure what. The chickens are doing well. Matthew's set himself up with a little fire in the fire pit, and he's going to cook himself up some marshmallows. Jonathan's gone to taekwondo for the night. Jack's digging something. We don't want Jack digging. I hope Jack's not burying a bone I gave him earlier. Anyway, but Chooky Chooks are doing well. They aren't laying yet, but I'm not surprised by that. I'm expecting it to take a little while for them to start laying it. It's all good. It is the time of year for them to decrease their weighing anyway, but they're also not in great condition. So yeah, but as you can see, feathers molting all over the place. And Jack digging a hole. Jack! 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 No! No digging! No! No! No digging holes. Bad Jack. We don't want doggy holes all over the yard. Are you eating the chicken poo? The boys are loving having the trampoline back, which is fantastic. It's getting them out and about more. But I gotta go, or I'm gonna be late for aquarobics. So have a great day, and the boys and I, and the chickens and the Jack, we'll catch you in the next video. Bless you.